Hello, ladies. Welcome today. Welcome, Dawi, Sharon, Afomola, Damilola, Wisdom, Fumi, Onoluapo. Thank you so much for coming tonight. So get the YouTube link so that I can post it for girls who would be watching replay. Welcome tonight. Welcome, girls. Let me turn on my camera. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we're finally coming to a close tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So tell me where you're joining in from and tell me how your day has been. Tell me how your name has been, all right? How your day has been. I say your name has been. How your day has been, please. How has your day been? Tell me where you're joining in from while I comb YouTube to get the replay link. All right. All right. All right, all right, all right. So wow. I've gotten the link now. Welcome, girls. I'm just allowing it a minute or two to let more girls come in so that we also begin while I'm posting the replay link. All right.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, dear. Replay link is live on. There is still room in the Zoom. That was a rhyme. There is still room in the Zoom. Fantastic. So let me just copy this one more time and paste it so that more people can join Zoom. So if you're a princess out there and you're watching us via YouTube, I'd like to tell you, please, that we still have space on Zoom and we'd like you to join.
I need to go now. You're going to tell me what happened, okay? This season is better than the other seasons so far. Yeah?
All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I've posted all of that. So we're starting tonight. I have just 8 girls on the call. Samsung SM Princess Julius, thank you for renaming your device. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So I see more girls are joining. Tonight, we have a very exciting conversation. And what's it? You're actually leading the conversation today. So we're looking at case studies of different situations that different girls have been in. And we're going to be asking you to share your thoughts and ideas about what girls in such situations can do. We have about 7 situations we're looking at today. And so we're going to be needing your beautiful ideas on how the girls can manage those issues. As we look at those ideas, I'd just like to ask for a quick favor that please, you should listen and share, but also remember that it could be you or someone you know that would be in any of those situations. Now, to get this started, I want to know whether the girls on the call are ready to prefer these solutions. And how I'm going to know whether you're ready is by how much you remember from what we learned on the first day and on the second day. So right now, the chat room is open. I'd like you to share with me one thing you took away from the first day and one thing you're taking away from, that you took away from yesterday. So that's what I want, day 1 and day 2. I want you to tell me 1 or 2 things you took away from the first day and what you're taking away from today, all right? So I'm setting up something. Okay, okay. So girls, I'm looking in the comment section, but if you like to share verbally, I'm happy to. All right, that was my phone. that fell. All right. The only way I can pick it is after this session is over. All right. Okay, no, don't give me the topic. Give me a sentence you learned from the session. Give me a sentence like on the first day, this is what I learned. Give me a sentence from what you learned, all right? Give me a sentence, give me a sentence. All right, give me a sentence from what you learned on the call. Give me a sentence from what you learned on the call. Give me a sentence, let me see. All right. So give me a sentence like, what is emotional regulation? What did you learn? In what ways do we practice emotional regulation? All right. So Princess Jewel, you have the floor. Share what you learned in the process. Thank you. Please unmute. Try again. Go ahead. Princess Jewel, unmute. Share. You've unmuted now. So go ahead and share.
Day one, we learned about emotional regulation.
Yeah.
That emotional regulation is the various ways of, let me say, for the various ways of a person, or the ability of a person to control the emotion. And we also talked about some reasons why emotional regulation is important. We also we also talked about other things. We also watched a video on the own.
A
Day
fantastic.
two, for day two, we looked at some areas where girls can be emotional. We looked at various ways that girls can be um, emotionally stable, or girls can be abused. We looked
Okay.
at number one as physical, number two sexual, number three financial, academical, and one other one like that.
Fantastic. So you've done a
I've
good
forgotten
job.
the fifth one. I've forgotten the fifth one.
Financial? Was there financial?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Joel. That's a good capturing of what we've done so far. Thank you so much. So Princess Formula said, I learned self-control of our emotions. Princess Sharon, I learned that we should not be emotionally needy. On the first day, Wisdom says she learned how to maintain emotional regulation. On the second day, she learned how to be a girl who thinks things through. That's the triple T girl, right? All right. And then what else? Princess Omofola or Formula also said that she learned that she should have self-respect for herself. So thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. But it looks like I've heard from only 3 people or 4. Sharon, Formula, Jewel, and Wisdom. I'd like to hear from more girls, at least one more girl, sharing what she took away. And we're going to we're going to open up the floor so we can start having our chit chat for today. I need one more girl. Welcome, Damilola. Good to have you, Olana. Thank you. Welcome, Amaka. Welcome. No, not a problem, Amaka. It's okay. You're welcome. So we're just asking people to share what they learned from the first day and the second day. That's just what's happening in the chat. So feel free to share what you learned. Welcome, Ayonfe. Thank you, Tokwe. Thank you, Benedicta, Adeolua. Princess Davina is on the call. Ira is on the call. All right. Welcome, girls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Okay. So I'm looking for just one person. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody wrote how many things? Fantastic. 10 things. My God. Whoa. I need to take a picture of this note. This note is loaded. Davina, that was something. That was something. That was something. What? I want to do a video of the note too because I love what you did here. Oh, nobody can say we didn't learn something great. We did. Davina has evidence for us. Thank you. Emotional regulation is my ability to make the right decision or choice, no matter how I feel. I am most vulnerable when I'm emotionally needy. Need leads to disappointment. Disappointment leads to emotions, and emotion leads to actions. So I want to take a picture of this. Princess Davina, this is amazing. I'm proud of you. I'm still taking videos instead of pictures. All right. You choose what to do with your emotion. That is, you control your emotions, not the other way around. Don't follow your feelings all the time. Love stories aren't reality. Dating on such basis is foolish. During puberty, boys are power motivated while girls are feeling motivated. Going to a boy need is like putting meat in front of a hungry lion. I like that. All right. Ayanfe says she can't hear me. I think it's her audio. Let me reply her. Please check your audio. All right. So, if a guy tells you you look sexy, what you should think of is why he can be comfortable saying such to you. It could also mean that he sees you as free market. Anybody can do you anyhow and just go like that. Be authentic, be yourself, and don't let your friends create unreal fantasies because we girls fantasize a lot, but some fantasies are better not fantasized. Devina, this is amazing. I'm so proud of this, what you wrote. I'm like so proud of what you wrote. Like, I'm so proud of what you wrote. I mean, I can't stop talking about it because I'm really impressed. I'm so proud of what you wrote. Whoa, this is amazing. So I am so impressed, like so impressed, like so impressed. All right. I'm so impressed. I'm actually trying to take pictures of it because I will be looking at it after the boot camp is over. You know, these kind of things make us feel like, yeah, they understood, they learned. That's exactly. Yes, I'm just going over and over and over and over. Princess Joel is laughing at me at the way I'm feeling about this. Yes, I'm just, oh, this is amazing. Davina says she also learned about being the triple T girl. So anybody that didn't come for this boot camp, they'll be feeling bad now. Is well. All right, girls, let's open the chat. So today, with everything you've learned so far, it's time to also pass on this advice to other girls. So we're going to be looking at 7 issues that 7 different girls have had to deal with, and we need your ideas. For each one, we'll allow 3, 4 people share their ideas on what the girl can do. Just 3, 4 at a time so that we can run through all 7. If we do all the 4 questions, all the 7 questions to be taken by 4 people, and they take about 2-3 minutes per person, right? That would be good. All right. Or 2 minutes is fine. Okay. So what's in the chat for me? I learned that I should always do what pleases me and not others. Yes. Don't be a slave to what other people want or desire. Remember, we have the 10/10 girl spot for your class and your age group, even though your age group meets only during the holidays, but you have the opportunity to learn so much outside of the boot camp. So there are girls who signed up for the Squad G's holiday. They had their program from the 1st to the 10th of April. See how long it was. They learned so much. I watched a movie with them, did a live session with them. We did like 2 live sessions. One was a movie and one was learning. They had an awesome time. So if you'd like to learn more about the sport, just tell your parents. They should send us a private message and we'd be so happy to welcome you. Yeah, you learned how to be body safe, right? Thank you so much, Treasure. So I'm coming now. We're starting. This is the first case we're going to be looking at. All right. So we have a girl. Her name is Emma here. Emma is a 15-year-old girl and is part of a close-knit group of friends at school. However, she often feels pressure to go along with their decisions, even when she's uncomfortable. Oh, I learned how to deal with needs. Oh, thank you so much. I learned how to deal with needs. I like that too. I like that too. I like that too. All right. So let's go, princesses. Who wants to give her advice? Emma is needy. Emma is not needy, rather. Emma is with a group of friends, but unfortunately, she feels pressure to do certain things and she needs help. So if you had to advise Emma, what would you tell her to do? That's what the question is. What would you tell Emma to do? Davina wants to go, all right? I'm back to Emma, all right? Davina, your hands are up, right? So Davina, let's go. What would you ask Emma to do?
Well, I tell her that she should be authentic. If it means she has to leave that group of friends, then she has to do it. Because sometimes peer pressure, if they'll tell you, if you cannot beat them, join them. And that's joining them sometimes can lead you to trouble. Sometimes if you have a particular group of friends now, if any problem comes up or if they get into trouble, even though you were not part of them, they'll still say this one is their friend, maybe she joined them. So sometimes it's better to leave the group. But then if you feel okay, I cannot leave this group, we've been through a lot and all that, you can try to like voice out your feelings. Girls, this particular thing, I don't like doing it. And try to find a way for them to see reason into how you feel.
Yes. Thank you so very much. Thank you. That was very well thought through. Thank you so much, Davina. Thank you. Wisdom, you want to add something to this? All right. So, girls, we need more people sharing thoughts and ideas. Remember what I said. Imagine this is you. So we are literally preferring solutions to girls, to issues that girls have every single time. All right. Wisdom, you have the floor.
I can relate to this particular situation, and I'm going to say the situation and what I did in this situation. When
Okay,
I
go.
was in GS1, I did my first junior secondary school in boarding school. So I was away from home and everything. There were a lot of Then I was considered a wimp because I didn't know how to toughen up. I didn't know how to stand up to people. And so when I got to another school, my second school command, I got desperate for friends. So the first person that was ever friendly to me was someone I considered a friend. But then the girl, so anything she wanted, I would do for her. And when I started bringing money to school, she always said that we should join our money together so we can be buying stuff for each other. So she will buy for me, I'll buy for her. But then after some time, sometimes she won't bring money to school and she would insist that I buy something for her as per our friends. And I was like, okay. Even when I say no, I really can't buy anything for you right now. She will threaten me by saying that, oh, she wasn't going to be my friend anymore and she will leave me alone. It was when some of my other classmates insisted that I should wise up, I was being used. Then that was when I was like, okay, that's it. I started buying stuff for other classmates who used to bring food to school sometimes. And then she started saying that she started using the same threat for me. So I feel like if Emma is in this particular situation, I would say that she should walk out of that relationship. She should tell them, you can't force me to do what you want just because. If you want us to remain friends, we're classmates, we're friends. You're not my mom, you're not my teacher, we're just friends. But if you continue to insist to try and use me or pressure me to do what you want, then let's call off this relationship. When you're ready to, treat me like a human, I'll be there for you. I'll be ready to come back. Otherwise, well, you and I can cut and go separate ways. That's what I did to the girl. And within 2 weeks, she came back telling me she was sorry for the way she treated me.
Whoa. Whoa. That was something. That was something. So you see what she's saying? She stood up for herself. She stood up for herself. She realized that, look, this person is manipulating me. So you have to know early enough when you're in a relationship where you cannot really express yourself, where you keep doing things just to please other people. And sometimes you nurture the thought of, I don't want problems. I don't want it to look as if, I don't want it to look as if, I don't want it to look as if. When you're in that kind of relationship, is not the right one. So the real relationship should be one that you guys talk, you can say no to your friend, and the world will not end. So that has been amazing. Thank you so much, Wisdom, for sharing. Princess Ellie, that I suspect is Jewel, go ahead and share.
So I can
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead.
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to also I'm not trying to okay. I'm trying to attempt to answer the question, but I'm not trying to copy what wisdom
Don't
said.
worry. Yes, you can have similar experiences,
So
so it's not copying. So go
yes,
ahead and share. Mm-hmm.
okay. So I can relate to this matter. There was this there was this girl in my school that she wasn't doing so well.
Okay.
So so my teacher asked me that my teacher told me that I should be the one to be assisting her, helping her to go through some things in school.
Yeah. Okay. I can't hear you anymore, Joe.
At some point, she started working. The girl just
Okay.
works out.
You're breaking. I can't seem to hear you. Is it just me? Can everyone else hear her? I can't seem to hear her completely. Please help. Is it just me? The chat section is open so you can share. Is it just me? Okay, so you're breaking, Ellie, you're breaking. So check your network and come back. Ofomola, your turn while Ellie is working on her network. Ofomola, unmute and share.
My advice for Emma is that she should make a decision and her own choice and stand firm to it no matter the pressure.
Oh, so I hear you. That means make a decision. The fact that you're beginning to be uncomfortable means you don't like this.
Yes, ma'am.
So make whatever you decide, stick with it. Be firm. I like that. Thank you so much for the formula. Thank you so much. All right. So anyone else? Ellie, are you ready to try again and complete what you were saying? Please unmute and try. Your network was breaking.
Okay. Well, I was trying to say that my teacher actually asked me to sit with her and just help her to know what she's trying to do, like math, English.
Yes.
But it got to a time where she was complaining that I should I should leave her alone. It's not her business. I should leave her alone. She wants to work with all those we call it fresh people in my school. She
Okay.
wants to work with all those fresh people in my school. She wants to leave me. She doesn't want to work with me. She doesn't want to talk to me. But me, I was committed to actually staying with her, reading with her. But there was nothing I could do at that point. I just had to leave her alone. Then she
Hmm.
came back to ask me why am I leaving her alone? I said if you're not ready, it's your choice.
Yeah.
I'm
Truly,
done.
I beg you, and it's something for your own good. Why would I
Yes.
beg you? Why would I beg you when I'm even asked to do something that is not convenient, right? Why would I
Yes.
beg you for that? So you must know your own
So
value and don't let anybody take you for a ride. Yeah.
so if I was to be in this Emma's case, I would not I'll just leave the group alone. Let them do
Yeah.
what they want. If they like, let them spread rumor about me or let them spread rumor about Emma. No one It's their own business.
Yes, absolutely. That's their business. Thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you. Thank you for persevering in spite of the network. Good thoughts you just shared. Beautiful thoughts. All right, so let's go to the second question for tonight. You can see now we are sharing these questions, and you know, at the beginning, I told you these are situations that you may have been in, or you're currently in, or you meet someone who is going to get into, or you may get into it. So let's pay attention to what everyone is recommending. See the feedback from the last two speakers telling us they have been there and this is what they did. So when you get there, you know what to do. All right. So Mia is a 17-year-old girl who has been friends with Sarah since they were kids. However, their friendship starts to deteriorate when Sarah begins spreading rumors about Mia to their classmates. Mia feels betrayed and hurt by Sarah's action, but is unsure how to confront her without making the situation worse. So girls, what do we do? Can you hear me, girls? Amaka is saying she can't hear me. Is my mic mute? Am I mute? All right. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know that you can hear me. You can't hear me. Type that I can hear you or I can't. All right. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. All right. So let's go to the question very quickly. What do we do? What do we do? All right. Some people can't hear me. I think it's their network. Some people can hear me, but some people can't. So it has to be your network or your device. All right. So I see two hands are up. Two hands are up again, Princess Wisdom and Princess Ellie. So let me start with Princess Ellie this time. What do? You have a friend that is telling tales. So Mia wants to know, how do I address this thing without making the situation worse? All right, Ellie, go ahead, please.
As for me, what I'll do is that I'll try and talk to her about it,
Okay.
because
You try to talk about it, yeah?
what can sort matters or issues out is talking to people about their mistakes, their complaints,
Yes.
just to know what they are feeling or what they are going through. So
Wow.
if I'm to advise Mia about that rumor about a friend,
Yeah.
I'll just try and talk to her.
So you
Probably.
talk to her. What if you go to talk to her and then she doesn't, she makes it look as if it's not a big deal what she's doing? How would you respond? She tells you that you're the
I'll
one reacting.
I'll leave her,
You leave her alone.
because
Okay?
at that time I'll leave her alone, because if if she said that I'm the one that does this, I'll just I'll just feel angry. Then I'll feel angry first. Then I'll now leave, because there's no need of fighting.
Yes, there's no need. There's no point. And you're a smart girl. Why would you fight? All right. So if the conversations don't work, you let it be. Thank you so much, Ellie, for sharing. Thank you so much. So let me go very quickly to Wisdom. Wisdom, you have the floor now. Then I'll come to Ayo and Divina. All right.
If you were, like I said, I've been in this particular situation before. It's similar, not particular, but similar situation.
Yes.
These are the kind of people my mom used to call toxic friends.
Yes.
I feel like Mia shouldn't confront Sarah, confront.
Yes.
And it don't, even if she's going to confront her, she should do it in private, because if she does it in front of everyone, it's just going to make matters worse. Sarah sounded like the kind of person that once Mia starts confronting her in front of everyone, she'll start gaslighting everyone and making it seem like Mia is the one at fault. Mia is bullying her. Mia is falsely accusing her or something like that. So if she
Yes.
wants to go and meet Sarah, she shouldn't confront her. She should just say something like, "Listen, Sarah, I don't like what you're doing. What you're doing. So let's talk about our friendship. If you
Yes.
want us to remain friends, you can't keep doing this to me. I will not accept it. So if you want us to remain friends, actually treat me like a human being and stop being so toxic. Otherwise, I'm leaving this friendship." Mia shouldn't makes it known to Sarah that, oh, she shouldn't seem to come out as desperate for a friendship. Because those
Yes.
kind of people will just start riding on your feelings and your emotions.
Yes.
So I feel like Mia should just like, listen, let's talk about our friendship. If Sarah isn't able to answer her question immediately, they'll be like, let's get some space. If you want us to remain friends, you know where to find me. If you don't want us to remain friends, then don't let us remain friends. I can't keep continuing a toxic relationship like this. This is just my opinion.
Oh, this is excellent. I like how you put it. Say, I'm not confronting you. I'm just telling you if you want us to be friends. But you know, girls, I noticed something with us girls. We like to put the power in the other person's hand. Like if somebody is spreading rumors about you, I feel like you have the power to say, I don't care if you want this friendship. I don't care if you're sorry, but you're someone I don't want to be in a relationship with. I noticed that we always kind of put the power back in the person's hand to say, if you don't want to be my friend, let me know. You can decide that me, I don't want to be your friend. I don't care what you think. I don't care what your desires, but me, I'm taking the power. So I would usually see girls maybe talking about older girls now, maybe in their 20, they're 22, 23, 24, they're in university, they're dating a guy, he's cheating on them, it's a bit messy, and they go to meet the guy and they'll be saying something like, if you don't want me, tell me, I won't do anything, just tell me that. No, girl, what he wants is not nearly as important as what you want, as what you deserve. So if you deserve a relationship with someone who honors you, you don't give them the power to decide whether they want you or not. You read the room, you read their actions, and you take a walk. So yes, you can talk to her, you can talk to her about your friendship, but I kind of just want you to know that you don't put the power to decide on what you want into the hand of someone who is already abusing it. So it's like you trying to avoid making the hard decision. And the hard decision can be, you look, Sarah, I thank you so very much for the time that we're friends. But I don't think I want to do this with you anymore. I don't appreciate your values. I don't like what it is you're doing. You're spreading rumors about me, things that I spoke with you about when I was vulnerable. You put it out there, but no worries. So I want this relationship to end. If you had anything that you used to share together, you put it to a close. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I forgive you. It's okay. It's okay. But I don't want your person in my life anymore. I don't know if you guys get me. So don't postpone. I'm not happy we are chatting on other things right now. All right. I don't want you to postpone the action that you need to take. All right. I don't want you to postpone the action that you need to take. Not with people treating you badly, not with anyone. Don't postpone the action that you should take. Yes, have conversations, but just know when someone is bad news and believe them the first time. All right. So I have this third question. Sarah is a 15-year-old girl who develops a crush on her classmate David. She feels excited and nervous whenever she's around him and spends a lot of time thinking about him. She's unable to focus on lessons and is falling behind in both quality and task completion. So now, girls, what do you want Sarah to do about this? All right, Princess Ayo, you have your turn. Princess Ayo, if you wanted to talk about the previous question, you can also talk about this and this. I'm sorry, I noticed your hand and Davina's hand was on the other, but I mistakenly moved. So you both can talk about the two. Let me hear you, Ayo.
Okay, ma. I feel like if I were to be Sarah, I feel like the best thing for her is to like think of other things to distract her mind from David. Or she could go and meet David and tell him that, oh, I have a crush on you, and so that she could see whether the feelings are vice versa. So when she now learns that the feelings are not going the same way, I feel like the little heartbreak might help her to set things straight and realize that, oh, I'm doing so bad. Or if she has a school counselor, the counselor could help her to like show her that, oh, even if you have a little crush on David, you should at least not let it be more than your academic skills and stuff.
All right, fantastic, Princess Ayo. So, this class, I don't know if I spoke about crushes, but I spoke about the fact that you can tell a guy that you have a crush on him, right? You go and tell him you have a crush on him and he likes you back, but you would still find that there's still going to be a problem. So usually I always recommend to girls that crushes are to be kept to yourself. Crushes are not a strong enough emotion to build a relationship on top of. So when I have a crush on a guy, I sit down and define. Sometimes when the crushes stay long is because you have some ideas, you have fantasies, you find yourself thinking about him in a particular way. So you have an exaggerated idea of who he is and this feeling you have for him. So now that fantasy can push you to tell him you like him. And by the time he reciprocates, if he's not a well-raised boy, well-raised boys will avoid you when you come and express that you like them. But the boys who are like, whoa, let's have fun, they're going to go like, yes, I like you. And it can end up with touching, kissing, making out, doing things you're not supposed to do, which eventually you regret, because when the crush fizzles out, when that feeling fizzles out, you will soon find out that you're upset with yourself. You're angry at yourself at the choices that you made, because usually when you come out of the crush, many times you loathe the person. You start to see their flaws. Their flaws are more glaring to you. And so as you see their flaws, you hate yourself for letting yourself go. And that can become a big problem for your self-esteem and self-worth. I'm saying all of that to say, yes, Sarah needs to distract her mind from this feeling and understand the importance of prioritizing schoolwork. But I'm saying that even if she told the boy and he reciprocated, it's still not a good step to take. So, but I like how Ayo says, if she tells him and he breaks her heart, it will make her wake up. But what if he doesn't break her heart? What if he plans to postpone the heartbreak? What if he plans to touch and do stuff first before the heartbreak? So that means it's double jeopardy. So perhaps immediate heartbreak is even better than the stalled one. Or better yet, put yourself out of a situation where somebody serves you breakfast. You understand? You manage yourself, you feel the feeling, and you manage yourself and say, you know what? I'm not the first person to like someone. Princess Irene said that this fantasy is exaggerated, that things that I am adding to this imagination to make me think this person is awesome. He's not nearly as awesome that I think it is, than he is. Right now, I don't want anything to steal from schoolwork, to steal from my mental health, to steal from my, sanity. And that would make a big difference. All right, Princess Davina, you have the floor.
So, so first of all, I want to speak on the second case, the one about Sarah and Mia. I feel that instead of just like she can confront her about the issue, but I feel even during that confrontation, she should be firm. And I don't really believe in if you don't want us to be friends, tell me. Me, I believe in guy, I don't like what you did. See, if this thing goes on, bye bye. Or better still, as you've confronted her and told her you don't like, you tell her that you guys are done, because giving her another opportunity, yes, it's good to give second chances, but some second chances are not so good. So sometimes it's better to avoid some situations by not giving the second chance. And then on this third case, I feel she should first of all get to the realization that crush is not actually a real feeling or a strong feeling, because it's just infatuation, just mere attraction that she is feeling towards the guy, that will just last. And then the day that he does something now, or maybe she sees him doing what she has never expected him to do, she will not be like, wait, oh, is this the guy that I've been so drooling over and
Yes.
failing all my tests for? And then she will now notice that she had just been wasting herself away. So me personally, I feel first of all, try as much as possible to avoid even feeling the crush before you will not say that you are even dying over somebody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Davina. Thank you, honestly. Thank you. Wisdom, your turn. Let's go.
In this situation now, I've never experienced it before, but I can give advice.
Okay.
There's one thing that I learned growing up, that you're sent to school to love books, not to love boys.
Oh,
So I
fantastic.
feel like if
Oh, books.
depending on the first advice I'll give, depending on the kind of relationship she has with her family, she should tell her parents or her siblings like I said, depending on the kind of relationship, if she's free with them, that she's
Yeah.
free enough to talk to them about something that they should tell them, oh, this is going on. What do I do? I can't get them out of my mind and I'm flunking school. What can I do? Normal parents would give advice. Most parents give advice. Some of them, if they know that she won't, even despite the advice, she won't be able to follow the get rid of the crush. Some parents would be kind enough to pull you out of the school for your own safety, move you to another school. But if you can't talk about it to your parents, if she has friends who she can trust, she should tell her friends, this is going on. I can't focus. What do I do? Good friends will be able to distract, make sure she never has any idle moment on her hand. Because idle moments like that, she's thinking about the boy. So the good friends would drag her like, oh, let's go and do sports, or let's go to the library, let's go and do something. If she doesn't have either of those two, well, she's on her own.
Actually. So what you're saying is support system at home or support system with her friends, right? Because all girls need that support system so we don't make the wrong choices. You know, I was telling one particular class, I don't know if it's your class of 12 to 14, that one of the things that helps us is if we have a clique, right? We have a circle of friends where we are bound by certain rules. And this is wholesome relationship, by the way. So we have certain rules that say when we have a crush, there are do's and don'ts, and we hold ourselves accountable. So when we notice that one person is having a crush, we rally around the person to make sure that the person is able to still uphold our standard for how we manage crushes. Because everyone needs that kind of support system. There are times that you can't do it alone. Ellie, your turn, and then we'll come to the iconic Eniola. Ellie,
So, so Sarah, so this thing is just the conclusion of this matter is just infatuation,
Yes, it is.
because Ellie says that she feels, oh, I feel nervous, oh, I feel excited around him, oh, my body's now drawn to him. It's just the devil that is trying to use your mind. Just the devil that is trying to use your mind and make you else candidate. So the girl just has
I'm listening.
so the girl just has to be conscious of herself and
Oh,
to know, to just study the guy first,
yes.
then to know what to do step by step.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Princess, for sharing this. It's the way you're saying it. Say the devil just wants to make a hell's candidate. Thank you so much. Eniola, your turn. Please share.
Well, good afternoon, ma'am. For
Yes.
I want to talk about that case too. For case two, I really think that the girl should not really mind her other friend, since it's a rumor and she should know that the rumor is not true about her. And number two, like my mentor would say, Helen Paul, friends are for a season, for a reason, and for a purpose. So I think she was just for a season that bypassed her in her life. So she should not really mind her. While for case three, since it's an infatuation, so Sarah should not really think about it that much. She should have friends, like what Divine said, have friends that take her mind off it. She should feel free, not think about a guy that does not even give three F's about her. Wait a second. Jesus. Let me just send it.
Eniola, you finished eating it and went, Jesus. You'll be fine. Thank you so much for your point. You said it very passionately. Thank you so much. I like the smile you have on your face after delivering that iconic speech. Ah, the issues there. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is about Ava. All right. So I'm trying, I don't know why my mouse, okay, so I think I need to remove something here. So Mia is a 17-year-old girl who has been friends with Sarah. Okay, so I think we've dealt with this now. Why is it going backwards? All right. So let me go to, we've dealt with this. So on case 4, Eva is a 16-year-old girl, frequently argues with her parents over her coffee. She feels frustrated by what she perceives as unreasonable rules and restrictions. During arguments, Eva struggles to regulate her emotions and often becomes defiant or disrespectful towards her parents. Now Eva is sitting in front of you. What are you going to tell her to do? All right, here we go. Princess Ellie and Wisdom again. Let's go, let's go. So I would really like to hear Eniola's take on this one. All right, thank you. Princess Ayo, yes, I like this. So let's talk. Ellie.
So case 4, this is just happening in my life right now. Hmm.
Okay.
Hey, trouble everywhere. What I'll do is that I'll just calm down. I'll
Okay.
just calm down.
Okay.
I'll just calm down first. Then not try and talk peacefully and calmly. Not talking back, not shouting at, because I don't like disrespecting elders.
Yeah.
I even confirmed from my mom.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of emotional regulation there. That's a lot of emotional regulation. Proud of you, Ellie. It's the way you said wahala everywhere. So I think I have a few things to say about this, but let me allow you guys go. Wisdom, your turn. Let's go.
I would say in this situation, if Eva was in front of me, first thing I'll do is I'll slap her. 1, 2, it's obvious Eva is not Nigerian. 2, 3, you're becoming defiant and disrespectful to your parents because they say you should not live outside in the night. You're foolish. But if I want to be nice, here's what I'll say. You want to regulate your emotions with you can't even be me in this situation, with your parents. You're not black. Anyway, let me give just the piece of advice. And whenever you want to disrespect them, shall remember the Bible says, honor thy father and thy mother. So if you disrespect them, God is watching you. Sha, that emotional regulation you want to do. If you are close with let me advise you, if you are close with your mother, go and meet her. Go and be a white girl. Go and tell her, I don't like the way you're treating me. It's not very nice. Stuff like that. That's my own. But if you know that they not born you to go and meet them, just honor yourself jejely and worldly. Go and cry to God. Go and cry to God. Cry to God. Tell it to your friend. Just don't you dare to do it in front of them. Otherwise, the kind of slap they'll give you, your factory setting and not work before it to go back to factory setting. That's my only advice. Tell it to friends. Tell it to people you know that will not go and tell your parents for you.
My God. My eyes are teary. What you're saying, Wisdom, in a nutshell, is that if you're an African child and a black child, you have no right to be defiant or disrespectful. That is, you don't have it in your capabilities to be. All right, we hear you. We hear you. Eniola, your turn. Just try, leave the Fs this time around. Thank you. So let's go. All right, let's go. That's your younger sister trying to distract you. I know these problems. It comes with the territory. Is either your sister or your brother, yeah?
It's a boy.
Okay,
It's a
yes,
boy.
ma. Stop now.
All right, so
Yes, ma. So number
you.
one, the emotion she's okay, ma. Number one, the emotion the girl is feeling is frustration. So first she has to identify the emotion. She has to like know how to regulate it first. That's her first stage. And number two, since her parents are fighting over her because of curfew, where on earth is she going to? That's my first question. Where are you going to that I have to be making curfews for you? How old are you that I'll be making coffees for you? Where on earth are you going to? Who are you seeing? Do you want to get pregnant? That's my number two question for her. And number three, she should just she should go and, if she's close with her parents, even though she's not close with her parents, try to go and tell them, ask them questions, talk to your parents, have close interactions with them, tell them, ask them why they are treating you this way. Because number one, your parents can never be wrong. They love you. They're the ones that gave birth to you. If they don't love you, they will not give birth to you. If they don't love you, they will not give birth to you. So she talk to her parents. They should have a good conversation about what is going on with her life. Because yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Aniola. So Aniola is asking a very important question. What is, I'm sure when Aniola is going to say is, what is coffee? Where were you going to before that you people are even discussing coffee? Am I correct, Aniola? On mute.
Yes, ma'am.
As in, where are you even going to? And then coffee means you're coming back late. What about your safety? You may not like the way your parents are going about it, but they're thinking about your safety. Even the people you want to hang out with sometimes that want you to come out at those late hours, they're exposing you to risk. You remember what I said yesterday? There's some risk that you come into because the people around you are not making the safest of choices. And people who want to stay out late don't make the safest of choices. Princess Ayo, we're ready to hear you.
I feel like if I be her parent, if I wanted to be evil to her, I would let her go. When like down in the head, experience the best teacher. When she have experienced life finish, she will sit down and living her life that, oh, why did I go outside? But if I want to be a good parent, we'll sit together, do the pros and cons of why you're not supposed to be outside. Because we want to give hypertension. If they come on now, what will I say? Who will say? Please, though, we have to be in this life. So now, what am I looking for out 11 o'clock? Don't try sleeping. I have one now, till I 5 hours, 11 o'clock. So for her, just sit down, ask her parents why they don't want her to go out by so time. Then when they give the reasons why she's going to, if she's not disturbed, she should be great. Go, come back and tell me express them. Maybe I'll fighting.
Thank you so much, Ayo. My own self. Ayo is funny. She said, who do you want to give hypertension? Simple. Or you will go out there and life will teach you. And princesses, I don't want you to learn from your mistakes. I want you to learn from other people's mistakes because life is too long to learn from your mistakes. And sometimes many mistakes, you learn from them, but you cannot recover from them. You will learn the lesson, but you will not recover. So I don't know if I mentioned to you guys on the first day of this session that my mother had me when she was 19. A random guy, I don't even know who he is, met her, liked her, and impregnated her and never showed up. So did my mother learn that, oh, don't be available to, no matter how you love someone, no matter what they try to convince you, don't do certain stuff with them. Of course, she may have learned that after I was born, but she never recovered from me. 40 years later, she still looks me in the face as a product of that one decision she made. So it is not every mistake that you make that you recover from. Yes, you can learn from them, but you may not be able to recover from all of them. And so we don't have life. We shouldn't be experimenting with our lives, all right? So Princess Pressure, you have the floor. Please unmute. All right, Princess Treasure. All right, let me see. Okay, Princess Davina, your turn, and then we'll take Oluwanifemi favor. Okay, try to but Davina, go.
So I first of all, I want her to ask herself, what are you doing outside your house by such a late hour that they have to start putting coffee on you? What are you looking for? What is it that your parents cannot provide for you that's in your own house?
Looking
As
for
in,
love.
which love? How will you say you're looking for love? The love that your parents have been showering on you since you were born, Unko. Well, I will advise her that first of all, she should sit down and think about her life. All the time that she has been going out late, it's not as if she has actually achieved anything that she can boast of. So it's actually no use. And then number two, that point that she's arguing with her parents, she's feeling frustrated, as in like she's feeling like, these people don't understand what I'm saying. Is it that people don't understand the English that I'm speaking? That kind of thing. So I will advise her to first of all calm down
Yes, she
and
needs.
think things through. She should ask herself, why are my parents even putting this thing? Why are they enforcing such rules in the house? Why are they asking me to stay home by this particular time? Because sometimes we may be angry that our parents are not allowing us to be free and this thing. But when we actually later go and sit down and think about it, we find out that it's actually in our own best interest to actually follow some of those rules that they
Yes.
set for us.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's in our best interest. Any day, anytime. We may not like the way our parents are saying it too, but honestly, it's in our best interest. All right, Princess Treasure, go ahead.
So I wanted to say that number one, maybe she should find a way to talk to her parents,
Okay.
and they should find a solution. Maybe sit down, talk. Maybe the day that she's in a very good mood, they sit down and talk. And then another thing, even my mom, she won't allow you to be outside past, let me just say, 9, because of how Nigeria is now.
Yes. Yes.
And you have to be very safe nowadays. There
Yes.
are rapists, people who are looking for money nowadays, so they can even kill you to get money.
They're kidnapping. People are kidnapping. And you know, sometimes they're using young teenage boys that will lure a girl and they'll be looking as if they like the girl, they want to date the girl. I don't know if people came across a story, two painful incidents that happened last year. A girl met a guy, she was even in university first year, went out to visit with him, and before we knew it, she was missing. Only for someone to say they saw him with a big black bag. He had killed her for ritual killing. So sometimes these people that do these bad things, they don't come and suddenly snatch you from somewhere. They groom you. They start a relationship with you. They start to hang out. You start to feel
Or
comfortable with them.
like they would have been spying on you.
They would have been spying on you. They know all your moves. And you're there quarreling with your parents that they're so uptight. Can't they let you hang out? You're lying to your parents. You're sneaking around. And you're exposing yourself to risk. 2 years ago, I heard a story. This one happened in Lagos where a woman was inside a car with a girl. And they could see that the girl was maybe your age. So she didn't look like she has been going out much. So all through the trip, she was in the bus, and then somebody was directing her where to go. And then suddenly the person told her like, meet us here, we'll be here at a particular supermarket waiting for you. But the woman that sat beside her said she realized that there's no such supermarket along the way, and they had given her another landmark. So the woman told her that, what, does your mother know you're here? She said no, she's lying. That she was just going to see a friend. Anyway, they probed. Do you know the landmark the guy gave her? When the boss got there, they didn't drop because that woman had started talking to her to ensure that she didn't go to meet the guys. She saw a Benz filled with men, and one was standing outside waiting for her to come. So what does that tell you? It tells you that even the person that could be saying the nicest thing to you could be a part of a racket. It could be part of a kidnap ring. And you don't want that for you. It could be part of a child trafficking, a human trafficking thing, and you don't want that. So no matter how much you feel like you want liberty, ask yourself, can this wait? You want to be free, but can it wait? Must it happen now? Think things through. Be the 3T girl. Don't make decisions in a hurry. Don't make decisions now. The other one, I heard of a girl that left the house and went to stay with a boy for how many days? Came out, lied to her parents that she had been kidnapped. And her parents were all worked up and everything. Meanwhile, she had just gone to be with a guy for how many days? And I laughed because I looked at her. The company of that guy has a lot of risk. He kept you in his house for 3 days. Your parents are looking for you, calling the police, and you're making fun that you were having fun with him. He's a dangerous person to be with. Anyone that can get you to put your parents under that kind of pressure is a dangerous person to be with. And you know, many things Princess Irene is saying to you now, it's not for now, no. It could be for maybe when you get into uni and you're now alone. That's when you're going to find that these are the things you should abide by. Where nobody's giving you coffee, you're now on your own. Now you need to regulate yourself. You need to give yourself the coffee. You need to manage where you go and what you do. Favor your turn. Oluwani Femi favor. Go ahead.
Okay, I think she should mind the friends she's keeping, because the friends she's keeping could influence her decision to be outside at a particular time. Because like me now, like all the friends I have, who born you were to come out in the night? Who born you were? Nobody born you were. So it's actually part of our friends that can be influencing our actions by wanting to keep out at a certain time.
Yes. This is very true. The influence of the people you circulate with determines the things that you think is normal and you deserve. So if you hang out with the wrong people, they'll plant the ideas that you deserve certain things. So Princess Demilola, I want to hear you too.
Okay, Ma. I wanted to say something. It might sound well, it might sound a little funny, but well, since Olivia, she's really young and she feels bored with her life, and that's something that I know that I've gone through before, but she craves for lots of hustle and bustle. This usually comes from negative feelings. These
Okay.
things usually come from negative feelings that aren't addressed. So people try to use like things that give them really high highs to get them out of a state. But
Oh,
in reality, that's not true. Like it doesn't actually work. It just causes them to go into lower lows, and it just goes into a relapse where it gets to a dangerous level. So
yes.
for Olivia, what I would advise is that she learns how to take her time to slow down and realize that her feelings are normal, her feelings are natural, but she should try to write. Like, that's one thing that I would advise her to do, to write how she feels whenever she wants to do these, like, really, like,
Dangerous thing.
cool looking things. Like, if she wants to do all these cool looking things, to tell these people, give me a bit so I can think about it. Because let me just say, Ma, if something is fun, it will still be there after the opportunity that just to think.
Hold
If
on. Why
a
do you say
person is,
that? If something is really fun, it will still be
it
there
will
after.
likely after thinking about it, Ma.
Okay. It's fun. It will. Say it again.
What I said, Ma, is that if a situation is fun, if your friends are trying to introduce something fun to you, Ma,
Yes.
and you tell them that you want to think about it, you want to take some time to think about it. Number one, if that fun event is meant for you, you will still be able to go to that fun event after some thinking. And number two, Ma, if the people that you're with tell you that you have to go, it's fun, you don't have to think too much about it, those people are likely dangerous.
When they don't want you to think about it. So be careful about people
Yes,
that will not let you think about your choices, think through it. They want to do the thinking for you and they want you to act now. Stay away from decisions you have to make now. That's what Demilola is saying. Am I correct?
well, and I'm also saying, yes, that's one thing I'm saying. I'm also saying that if she feels that she craves for some excitement in her life, then she can do some self searching as to what really is causing her to
Yes, what
long for these
do
things
cause.
and
Yes,
helpful ways that she can go about it.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
taking care of herself in the day, reading a nice book for herself, or maybe taking up a passion, finding a passion inside her and forming a good excitement rather than an excitement that can cause her pain in the future.
All right, all right. This is amazing. So the other thing, Demilola, you're saying is that sometimes people are craving this activity because of other underlying issues that have not been addressed. And so I don't know if
Yes,
it's
sir.
throwing that, seeing the school counselor when you start to feel this urge to go for something adventurous, when you start to feel like everything is so boring, you want something, it may be a good time to go speak with a counselor so that they can work with you to think through your choices and what you're feeling. Because if they're able to appropriate it, then you'll find healthier ways to deal with it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Demilola. That was profound. So Demilola actually started answering the Olivia question before I read it. So for the benefit of other people who may not have noticed it, I just wanted to read the question out. It says, Olivia is a 14-year-old who feels bored and restless with her mundane life. She craves excitement and adventure to escape from her feelings of anxiety about the future. In search of thrills, she starts hanging out with all the friends who introduce her to dangerous activities like experimenting with drugs and sneaking out at night, putting herself in risky situations. So what should Olivia do? Wisdom, you have the floor, then I go to Eniola.
First of all, like I said to the other person, Olivia is a fool. One. Two, she feels she's craving excitement to escape from the future. I would say I know what that feels like, and I relate with that. I know what that feels like, but I will also say that looking for something to try and escape reality is a recipe for disaster. I would know. I did it for close to 3 years, trying to find ways to escape my reality. It was my dad who pulled me out of my fantasies. Like, the future is going to come whether or not you're in it. So if she uses excitement to try and escape for the future, all she needs to do is close her eyes and open her eyes. She's already an adult. She's a mother. Will she keep escape? She can't keep escaping reality forever. One, two. If Olivia has hobbies, I would say she should try and or talent, something she's talented in, like singing or art or writing. She should try and hone those skills instead of looking for more. So if Olivia is someone who knows how to draw or knows how to write, especially if she knows how to write, she can start writing books, maybe fictional novels or just short stories, put them online or publish them. Something to keep you going. You're just 14. I shouldn't be advising you this, but something to just keep you going. And if you're someone who is like feeling hopeless with life, I'm just going to recommend suicide should not be an option because I found out when I was a kid. As I will admit, let me share a story. There was this day when I was younger, when I was about 5 or 6. I did something really bad and my mom wasn't around. So my sister told my dad and said she was going to tell my mom when she gets back. And so when I got scared, I now cut a piece of cloth and I tied this in my burglary like I was going to kill myself, that I didn't want my mom to find out. And so, but then when I now stood on the chair that I should jump off, the cloth cut because it wasn't strong. And then my sister walked there and their mother she just bathe again. So I said I was going to bathe the next day. Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately for me, the very next day was a Sunday, and the topic they were discussing in church was suicide. And that was the day I found out that suicide is a one-way ticket to hell. So I voted it out since then that what's the point of trying to escape pain in life only to suffer for the rest of eternity? So for anyone who is listening out there who may think suicide is an option, I'm just advising you, don't do it. It's straight to hell, like first class tickets. No bus stop, no nothing. So I'm just going to say that if Olivia is bored with life and considers taking her life, she shouldn't do that. That's not advisable. Instead, she should try talking to her parents about it. Maybe her parents can help her find something to do with her time. Or friends, she should talk to her friends about it. Good friends will find a way to engage her with her time. Or if possible, the school counselor in school, just someone she can trust that she can ask for help. That's my advice.
Oh, wisdom, that was amazing. That was loaded. That was a lot of myths to think about. And so I'm beginning to think about what is the real what's causing this anxiety for the future. I don't know what it is. I can't place a finger on it, but I can tell the girls something. We have to trust God. We have to commit the future into the hands of God. There's this thing, sorry, phrase or something said in church where you would hear someone say something like, I don't know the future, but I know the one who holds the future. And so I think I want to encourage you all to know that we can count on God. We can count on God, and we can talk to God about the things that we are anxious about. Eniola, over to you.
Okay, so number one, Olivia is very, very young to be using drugs and be having older friends for that matter. Number two, if she's bored and restless, she should go to parks. There are parks she can go to. There are places, there are recreational centers. There are so many places. There are shopping malls she can go to, have fun, live your life. She's still 14. She's still young. She cannot be using her life to be doing drugs at a young age. If she dies of drugs now, the friends that are leading her, they will not even remember her. They'll just pass by her grave one side. And number two, she should have good friends that motivate you. She should not have friends like that, friends that introduce you to dangerous activities. And number two, she's anxious about the future. Number one, yes, everybody is anxious about the future. No one knows what their tomorrow is. But since she should just leave it to God, because she knows that He's the one who created her. He's the one that knows everything ahead of her. She should just live her life and do not do bad things. She should just, do you understand?
Yes, I totally. Eniola, I get you. I can even feel the passion with which you're trying to share, because you really want to drive home the fact that, no, avoid the wrong company, be careful about the choices you're making, talk to God about it. Is that correct? Am I correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Thank you so much,
I'm not saying
Eniola.
anything.
Uncle,
You're welcome.
Uncle, are you 15 to 17 years old? You want to say something? So I want to move to the next question so that we can start to wrap up. All right. So this is the second to the last question, I believe. This question says, Lily is a 13-year-old who is deeply dissatisfied with her body and believes she needs to lose weight to be accepted by her peers. She starts skipping meals and excessively exercising to achieve her desired body shape. Her obsession with losing weight leads her to restrict her food intake severely, putting her physical health at risk. There's a picture I saw today. I wanted to show you guys. Saw a picture of myself in secondary school. Ridiculous. I was slim like a needle. And today, here am I. All right, Princess Ellie, take the call. Let's go. Then I'll come to a formula. Then I'll come to Dawi. Ellie, go. We can't hear you, Ellie. Oh, I don't know why we cannot hear Ellie. So let me go to a formula. Please go ahead.
My advice for her is that she should have self-esteem for herself, and that's how God created her, and she's God's image. So she should not worry about how her body structure is.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. She shouldn't worry about how her body structure is. Fantastic. Princess Dawi, your turn.
Okay, so okay, I can relate to this. I can relate to this because I felt like this before. I was not happy with the way I look, and it was kind of affecting my self-esteem. So what I did was, since I was close to my mom, I could talk to her. I could explain to her how I feel about my body shape. And then she was explaining to me that I should accept the way I am. I should be proud of how I look. Like, I shouldn't listen to other people or what they say about my body.
Yes.
That I should be happy with who I am and how God created me. So it kind of boosted my self-esteem. For me, anybody that is in this situation actually will need someone to talk to about this so that the person can help to boost her esteem or make her feel satisfied with her own self.
So she needs
So
a
that's what
support.
I think.
She needs a support system. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And this support system is so that she can get to a place where she loves herself for who
Yes,
and how.
exactly.
Thank you so much, Dari. That was exciting. That was very empowering feedback. So Amaka, I want to hear you now. Please unmute and share.
Sure. Ma, I don't have much to say, just that because of she's saying that she looks skinny, that she wants to look skinny, that she don't want to be eating lots of food. I don't agree with that because someone like me, I eat a lot. I really, really do. But what I'm trying to say is that you will not shut up. So what I'm trying to say is that she shouldn't listen or do anything that will make her like be like she wants to like because maybe she will say, I want these people to accept me the way I am. She should first look at the person she wants to accept her. Whether look at the person how the person is before starting to do anything. Because maybe if she starts starving because of anybody, maybe the person will be at home enjoying themselves and she's starving. So she shouldn't do anything like, please, so that these people accept me. Let me not do this. Let me not do this. Let me. Oh, if I'm in her house, no, I will just tell her, bring all her food. I can help you. That's what I would tell her. I would even advise her, don't eat.
Amaka,
Ma?
eat and remain. No. She said she should first look at who is telling her not to eat. As if to say, is it because of you like this that I will not eat? All right, so I want to hear Anu Oluwapo Victor. This is her first time speaking, and I am so excited. Anu, unmute and share. Unmute and share, yeah. I've given you permission. Good evening.
So this person in this story is 13-year-old.
Yes.
And I believe that at that age, girls face a lot of body shaming. Like me, when I was in junior school, I was body shamed a lot. I was this kind of person that had a low self-esteem. I didn't talk to anybody. I was just on my own and everything. But I know that I let it get to me because they will say that I'm skinny, something like that. It's not like I couldn't do anything about it. So I just used to take in whatever they say. But right now, I don't care whatever anybody says about, oh, I'm skinny, I'm this. God created me like that, and I've learned to accept myself the way I am. If I'm going to add weight in the future, I will still add weight. If I want to add weight, if I feel like I need to add weight, I would add the weight that I need to add. So if she feels that she needs to lose weight, not because of what people are saying, but maybe for health reasons, yes, she can go ahead and do. But if she doesn't, if there's no need, if it's because of what people say to her, like some people will literally talk to you, they're just very insensitive. They just say whatever they like and just feel like they've spoken or something. But yeah, that's it. If she needs to lose weight for health purposes, she should. If she doesn't need to, there's really no need for all of that.
Thank you so much, Anu. That was very succinct, meaning if she wants to lose weight for health reasons, it's okay. So that means why are you losing weight? What are you doing it for? It has to be for you, not other people. In fact, a girl in the 12 to 14 class said something that I found very interesting. She said, you have to lose weight for yourself, and there are healthier ways to go about it. Because right now, the way she's also going about it is putting her physical health at risk. So I'm going to ask Princess Treasure to share her thoughts. Then I'll go to Eniola, Wisdom, and Ellie. Treasure, can you unmute?
I wanted to say that.
Go ahead.
Like when I was in GS1, a lot of people used to like insult me, but I used to fight back. But then my mom now called me one day and said, it's not everything that a person says that you have to react or respond to. That even if it takes you just saying thank you and you put a fake smile on your face, do it and then just walk out.
True. Makes sense. Lots of sense, actually. So it's not everything people say you take to heart. It's not everything you respond to. Sometimes let them own their thoughts and drink it and enjoy it and swim in it is their business. So Princess Eniola, your turn. Then I'll call Princess Fresh.
So, my opinion for Lily. I've actually read a novel about this. The name is Girls in Love.
Okay.
It's exactly like this. So, like, I think the problem she's going through is that she's bulimic. It means when you're having an obsession with being slim, and this obsession is mostly caused by social media, peer pressure, and stuff like that. That social media, we really need to fight against it in Nigeria, especially in Nigeria. Social media is one of the thing that everybody sees that, oh Jesus, I want to be slim like this person. I want to be slim like Nancy Sime. This person, I want to be slim like Kiki. But no, it's not like all of them are really that slim when you see them in real life. Most of them they eat like 3 wraps of amala while you are looking at them like God. I really need to reduce my calories on this, reduce my calories on that. Life is not how it's seen. Life is not how you really think it is. And number two, peer pressure. Your friends might be influencing you. Girl, get slim now. You are too fat. This clothes can't size you. The trendy clothes these days is this, and it will not fit you. Most people are going to insult you because of your big thighs, your this, your that. But one thing I want to tell you is that do not believe them. Lily is still a young girl, and the novel I actually read, the girl was anorexic, so they had to take her to like one hospital, and only her was there in just one ward, and they were treating her, giving her food. The thing was that the girl was really thinking she had the problem, that she still needs to be slim. She was really, really thin, and she still thinks that, okay, let me be slimmer, let me be this guy still does not like me. It's mostly about, if it's not guys, it's social media. That social media, we really need to fight it in Nigeria. These actors, actresses, most of them, they're influencing our youth to be something they are not. I'm not saying it's their fault, and I'm not also saying it's the youth's fault, but somebody has to like put a caution to all these things they are doing, Sha. Yes, ma'am.
With you. Thank you so much, Princess. So if she's not doing it for branding, for identity, for external validation, she's doing it for boys. So again, girls need to ask themselves, why the heck do I want to be slim? So this is the final one. Emily is a 16-year-old that was invited to a party where she knows there will be alcohol and drugs. Despite feeling uncomfortable with the idea, she worries about being seen as uncool if she didn't go. Without telling her she's foolish, give her one word of wisdom. I'll be starting with Princess Wisdom on this. Princess Fresh, I'm coming to
Ma, why do you not do me like that now? I don't know what to say. She's a foolish girl, but I'll not say it because you said I should not say it.
I already
Okay.
said, from the fact that she's foolish, what else is she?
Okay.
All right, so let's go.
To me, let me just say something. This girl is obviously American. Because Americans that they'll be doing party where there's alcohol and drugs at 16. Girl, we are the same age. My advice to you, don't go. Stay at home. You have phone. Stay at home with your phone. Do party on social media. If you must do party, do Gary, make Gary, drink it, sit down under AC. If you don't have AC, sit down in front of fan. Watch television. Go on YouTube. Do something a normal teenager would do that does not involve going out of the house. In this particular situation, stay in your father's house. Because if you come home, you're drunk, you're high, your mother will slap you. All that alcohol and drugs will leave your system. So my advice to you, don't go, just stay at home. If you're someone that's been seen as a good girl, maintain that good girl reputation, no matter how dirty you are in your mind. Because if your mother should find out you're doing alcohol, let's just leave it that way. But then again, your friend, which kind of friend, which kind of girl are you? What's with all these girls surrounding themselves with friends that the devil have already infiltrated their life? God forgive me. All of these girls, all their friends, they are either toxic or the devil is using them as this thing. I don't understand. You better go and pray to God about your friend to change your friend for you because you have a problem somewhere. And 2, 3, then that even stay on that God issue. Pray to God. Go and meet God. Pray to God. If your friends say, oh, you're uncool because you don't want to drink alcohol, you're a wimp, you're this, you're that, stay the wimp. Stay the in fact, be the most uncool student in school if it means maintaining your sanity. That's all I have to say.
Be the uncool kid in school if it means maintaining your sanity. You guys are dropping a lot of gold here, right? I have Damilola zone. Now I have wisdom zone. All right. So this was also wisdom, right? So let's go. Press your turn. Tell me. This is our last case study for today. So we're just going to take one after the other and we'll call it a wrap. Press, you have the floor.
Okay, I just unmuted. I don't know why it's not.
We can hear you.
Okay. I want to talk about case 6, Lily.
Okay.
So Lily's case is that she's feeling insecure about her body.
Yes.
That's how Lily is. And to be honest, Lily's case is my case. That's how I was. Around when I was still in year 10 in school, it was as if almost everybody in the school except me had big ass and big breasts. I said to God, man, that's how it was. I was like, wow, it's like it's only me. And some people that were wicked used to bully me and say, you are flat, you are this, you're that. And I was feeling bad. But the thing is that I like food, so I could not stoop to the level of reducing my intake of food and all that. The day I tried to start gymming, I got tired and I could not do it. But I was still feeling that way. The thing that causes this insecurity about body is when you're not satisfied, when you're not happy with the way you are, it's because you're looking at other people too much and putting them above yourself. Instead of you being used as an example of, I want to be like her, you're allowing yourself to think too much about the next person, and that's not good. It's not good for your mental health because, like maybe now, you start reducing your intake of food, try and work out. In fact, that kind of person, if her parents are rich, the first thing she'll do when she becomes a legal adult is to do plastic surgery because she feels that my body is not fine. I want to be like all these people. And I agree with Princess Wisdom when she says that social media contributes to all this stuff that is happening, right? Security. Because the people on all these social media influencers, they may not be directly doing it, but they are also not directly trying to help those young girls. They know that some of these influencers, they know that most of their fan base are teenagers are looking up to them and they are not even attempting to protect them. You see them, they'll be dressing very indecently as they're doing their concerts and all that. And some of these teenage girls are looking at it and being like, oh my God, I want to be like her, but I'm not like her. I wish I can be like her, all those kind of things. And some of them are not even supporting all this women rights activist stuff that deals with the female child, the girl child, and their whole aspects of all. When they start doing that, they can make the teenagers to stop looking at that body aspect and start focusing on ways they can improve themselves in other aspects than that. And Princess Wisdom has said almost everything. She was very right when she said that if she has a hobby very well, she can just hone her talents, be better, improve. If she knows how to play the piano, she should go and play for a concert or play in the church. If she can sing, she can volunteer in the choir, she can draw, she can write, stuff like that. Instead of focusing on the ones that are not going to add anything to her life. So that's what I wanted to say.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. You've captured it very perfectly. I'm going to use some of this that is the audio of what you're saying because you guys are making such a point. I like the part where you say you're not saying that anybody is to blame. However, you don't see the celebrities making enough effort to say, oh, these kids I hope they're modeling the right thing, they're going away with the right stuff. Ayo, your turn. I like what you're saying, and I'm really impressed. Thank you. Eniola, are you there? Abi, Ayo. Ayo, I think I asked you to unmute. Are you able to? All right, try again. All right. So let me see, Princess Ellie, are you there? All right. Ellie, go ahead and share. Ellie, go ahead and share. We can't seem to hear you. Davina, go ahead.
So I'd like to speak on case 6. First of all, I'd like to say that Lily does not have a high esteem of herself, because if she did, she wouldn't actually care about whether her body is fit for is good enough. Let me use that word instead. She wouldn't think whether her body is good enough or not. And then most times we tend to, because we are comparing ourselves with other people, we now start seeing flaws that are not actually there, because God is a master planner. He knows why he designed your body the way he designed it. Some people have big noses, some have small, some have big ears, some have small ears. God did all those things because he knows why those things need to be put in place. For example, now it could be that the person with big nose needs more oxygen than the person with small nose. And also, she should focus more on her strengths than her weaknesses, because when she focuses on her strengths more, she's able to build on them and become a better person and feel more fulfilled. Because when you focus on your weaknesses too much, you start feeling less of yourself. Meanwhile, there are many strengths that you have that other people admire, but because you are focusing on your weaknesses, you can't actually see it. And somebody might be like, oh, I like this part of you, and then you'd be wondering, is there really anything good about me? Besides, some people are actually looking for that same stature that she's trying to remove, or that she's trying to dent.
That your body that you feel like is not beautiful, somebody is actually praying for it. All right, so Eniola, your turn.
Ma, can you move back to the case 7?
Okay, you want case 7, all right? Let's go.
So like, since the girl is invited to a party, she might decide to go if she has that ability that, okay, whatever these people give me, I will not do this. You carry your own drink, carry your own water bottle, carry it to the party. As if they offer you drink, tell them, don't worry, I'm full, I ate from home, never mind. I just came here to look at what you guys are doing and have fun, live my life. Life is too short to not live it. So, and or if you are not really that confident with yourself, stay home. It's not by force. It's not by force you go to a party whereas you're going to be impregnated, raped, sexually abused. Different things can happen. Maybe that party is just like a backup for something bad that really wants to happen, but no, you will not know because you're not that close to God. Because if you're close to God, He will tell you, don't go to the party. Yeah, that's my own opinion for her. If she's And it's not my fault you think you're uncool. It's just secondary school. Secondary school is not the end of life. So yeah.
So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you so very much for that. So who else did something? All right, Princess Ayo, do you want to unmute now? I like how in your last said secondary school is not the end of everything. So, all right, Princess, who am I calling Princess Ayo? Please unmute.
I feel like and I don't know if she didn't have sense. She was invited to the party, so she has the right to decline the invitation. Because it's not compulsory to a party where you know you don't feel comfortable, where you know they are doing bad things. I know your spirit's not allow you to live with it. So you could just stand at home all your life and pretend you're having a party. A party can consist of one person. It could be a person that is compulsory must be gathered around, and you may never know. Could just be like, okay, let's say imagine she goes for the party now, and eventually they do the drugs and the drinking. Imagine the police comes over. She'll be arrested for something she never knew was going to happen, and she'll face the consequences. What she didn't plan for and what she never knew was going to happen. So I think the best thing for her is just to sit down at home.
Oh. They should sit down at home. There's something Eniola said that about carrying your water bottle and stuff. I just want you to know that it's not very easy to go to a place where all of those things are happening, and you would have the strength to insist that, okay, I'm okay with this. It doesn't take long. So when you're in that environment, anything is possible. Somebody can stand there and say, what is it? Why are you making a big deal of this? And, someone's okay, don't take a drink, take muffins or cake. And behold, that cake is laced with drugs as well. So I think staying away is actually the wisest way to protect themselves. But again, she also mentioned that secondary school makes you think that everything has to happen now. It doesn't necessarily need to. So Princess Presh, unmute and let's go. We need to do this. Everybody share for one minute because, or 30 seconds so that we can go. We have overstretched time, but this has been amazing.
Okay, case 7, Emily. Okay, Emily was invited to a party where she knows there will be alcohol and drugs. Since she feels uncomfortable, why doing something that will make you feel uncomfortable? Why putting yourself in that kind of situation that you know that you will be nervous throughout? If you know it doesn't sit well with you, don't do it. It's as simple as that. If it doesn't sit well with you, don't do it. And you know the kind of parents that you have, you know the kind of upbringing that you have, that kind of situation, as long as there will be alcohol and drugs, you shouldn't be there. You should know where you come from, because all these things will lead to destruction. Okay, what if that party, it was not a legal party, and then the police come in and bust you guys? What are you going to say? What are you going to say to your parents? And it's those your same parents that will have to bail you out. Exactly, it's just your same parents that will have to bail you out. How do you think they'll feel? So first of all, you know you'll be uncomfortable, you know what is involved in the party, alcohol and drugs. And then put yourself in your parents' shoes. How would they feel finding out that their daughter has gone to this kind of place where she's not safe? Nobody is sure of security or anything. So there's no need to bother yourself about that if from the start it doesn't sit well with you. Thank you. That's what I want to say.
So very much. Thank you. So we need to be mindful if things are not going, we're already feeling uncomfortable. Princesses, I need to stop here because we've gone overshot on time. This is to 8. So I need to stop here. But here's the thing, you girls need to join the squad. I've had a really good time talking with all of you. You need to join the 10 over 10 girls squad. Thank you, Princess Ellie, Princess Wisdom, Amaka, Eniola, Oluwani Femi, Presh, Ano Oluwapo. Debbie didn't speak tonight. Grace and Happiness didn't really speak. Joy K didn't speak. Ofomola spoke once. Olana, Ayonfe Oluwa, I didn't really hear you guys. Adesewa, I didn't hear you guys. But I heard Demilola, Ayo, Dawi. I didn't also hear Adeoluwa and Fumi. I heard Precious, I heard Tavina, I heard Sharon for a bit. I'm not sure, I think. But I want to thank all the girls that came out tonight. Honestly, I value you. I just need to run now. we need to close now. I've been doing the Body Smart Girl Bootcamp for a very long time. And I'm not trying to make you guys feel, I'm not trying to make you feel fuzzy or anything, but I think this has been my most enjoyable 15 to 17-year-old class. I tell you, I'm not capping, I'm very serious. I had a wonderful time talking with every single one of you. I'm sure you learned a lot of things. I'm sure the conversations were practical. It related to your life. And I want to see you girls win, become role models everywhere you go to, speak up for what is right, and help your friends who are struggling with whatever, emotional challenges, to know that you want them to be able to do better. So I'm going to open the chat just now for just a few seconds for people to say the last things they need to say. I don't want to unmute anymore because talking will take us a longer time. I want to thank you. I came into your class very tired and in need of sleep, but you guys picked me up. You gave me the humor that I needed. You made a lot of sense, and I absolutely enjoyed this class. I want to thank you for coming out. Whatever you do, make sure you keep shining the light, helping girls everywhere. You go, know that they're valuable, they're beautiful. God made them amazing. We are not needy looking for boys to tell us we're beautiful. We already know that we are. When we go through emotional situations, we surround ourselves with the right people who can remind us of who we are and who God needs us to be. And I want you to grow into girls who are innately connected to God, who love God, listen to Him, and then He has the freedom to express His most majestic self in you. So girls, I want to thank you. Someone says, how do we join the 10 over 10 girl squad? So you need to your parents registered you by sending the word girl to a number. This time they just send the word squad. The moment they send the word squad, you'll be registered. All right. No, we have another holiday. We have another bootcamp holding in August. So for the girls, we have another bootcamp holding in August, and I look forward to seeing you. But most especially, I look forward to seeing you on the 10 over 10 girl squad. I want to thank you so much, girls. Thank you for making this special. So, I like to hear your beautiful voices before you go. So please finally unmute and let's say our bye-byes. And let's say our bye-byes. Bye, girls. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma. Bye, ma.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, treasure. Bye.